are two 1969 Dodge Daytonas. They made about 500 of them. Of those 500, about 20 were automatic Hemis like this behind me. So this is one of the most unique cars in the world, much less the United States. This one is original, never been touched. I got it running 3 years ago, the first time in 40 years. Also, they only made a Daytona 1 year, 1969. The other two cars are from the Superbirds. They made them in 1970. All of these cars look so unique because they were made for NASCAR. They have the 6-foot-tall rear wing, which will get people sometimes say, well, why'd you put that wing on it? And the answer is we didn't. This was America's first aerodynamically designed vehicle. It developed all the Toyota race cars, all the Supras, all of those types of things. The downforce is so strong, you literally could let go of the steering wheel at 200 miles an hour and it would straighten itself out because of the horizontal stabilizers on the wings. The Daytona is the first car in the history of the United States to ever do 200 miles an hour on a racetrack. The Superbird, which they came in 1970, that brought Richard Petty back. Richard won 21 or 22 races, and then the car was effectively banned by NASCAR because no one could compete between the monster engine and the aerodynamics. So the purple one was painted in 1974 to be a drag car, and these cars, as I said, were for NASCAR, you know, the big roundy round. There were only 3 of them that actually raced on the drag strip. That's one of them, and that's the only one that ever won the national championship 50 plus years ago. It was painted in 1974 psychedelic purple by a gentleman who is still living, and although I'm sure he was chemically affected when he painted these cars, he is still all there today. He's in his 80s and a neat old guy. One thing you learn is you rebuild, you don't replace, because replacement parts, I've driven my white Superbird to Alaska twice, and all the cars that break are the replacement parts. If you rebuild an original part, it hasn't broken.
Daryl Burkett from Mitchell, Indiana. $300. A lady my wife works for, they went through a divorce, sat in the garage for 18 years. She sold the house and just wanted it out of the garage and offered me $300 to take the car for $300. 5 years later, this is what I've got from that. But it turned out pretty nice. I get a lot of comments. It's all stock. It's the color it came out, brand new. Interior, same color it come out. Didn't change anything. I didn't speed it up, make more horsepower. It's just exactly the way the car came out factory. How long it take me to do this? About 6 years. 6 years build. So, you know, it's just, if I had the money just to dump on it, you could have got it done quicker, but I just kind of enjoyed the build and just took my time on it. And so, but I'm satisfied the way it turned out.
My name's James Taylor, Sellersburg, Indiana. I bought the car 12 years ago. Took it all the way off the frame, old school way, put it on 55-gallon drums. It's got a 350 Chevrolet engine with Voltronic heads, a 200 R4 transmission, quasi traction, 12-volt, 342 gears. Well, I've always wanted a 68 Chevelle, and if I was going to do it, I wanted to do it right, you know, what I could do, what I was set up to do. And like I said, I had this sitting on 55-gallon drums, you know, old school way. Don't try it at home, it's dangerous. But anyway, it just did. It took me 3 years, and that's almost every day of working after I retired. I had cars through my lifetime, but I never had the money to build them the way I wanted to until I got up in age. You know, and that's a lot of problems we got now.